Well, hello there. I'm Pete LaFrance, the old Growler. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. What we do here is we take a look at a can or a bottle of beer. Sometimes a spirit might drop by, or a wine maybe. We're all friends in fermentation. We take a look at the label, we read everything on the label, we take a look at the artwork, and we see what they're trying to sell us. Then we crack it open and see if it meets expectations. Okay, what do we have today? From Brattleboro, Vermont, Hermit Thrush Brewery, Party Jam Blueberry, kettle-soured wild ale with blueberry. Okay. We harness local wild cultures with local hops to create fresh and bright kettle-soured ales. So this must be wild yeast that they catch and or collect. Brewed and canned by Hermit Thrush Brewery, 29 High Street, 101C, Brattleboro, Vermont. Questions? And then they've got the address, the email address, government warning, Surgeon General, if I'm a woman I shouldn't be pregnant and drink or whatever. This will impair my ability to drive a car. I don't drive a car, so don't have to worry. Deposit 5 cents, please recycle. Okay, here we go. Party Jams, J-A-M-Z, is our series of kettle sours aged on fruits with a Z that you can get down with. Blueberry and fruity hops dance over a kettle-soured pale ale, fermented with native wild yeast. Alcohol 5.9% by volume. All right, well, okay, we've got blueberry, we've got sour. What else do we have here? I think blueberry and sour is pretty much the key. Yeah, okay. A blueberry sour beer. That's going to be interesting, especially with the wild yeast. I know Two Roads up in Connecticut does some of this, so boy, I know what a sour yeast, wild yeast tastes like, so, well, at least from Connecticut. This one's from Vermont, so let's crack it open and see if it meets expectations. You'll notice we use the same style of glassware for all of the beers that we taste. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromas. Wow! It's not a hazy beer. All right, well, most people when they do beer tastings, they take a look, they sniff, they sip, and then they tell you what they think. Well, I do things a little differently. I take a look, I sip first, and then sniff. Why? Sometimes the olfactory nerves can make the taste buds cheat. I'll let Master Sommelier Fred Dex explain it all to you. He does it a lot better than I do. And as we all know, beers should be served at the correct temperature. Lagers 37 to 45 degrees, ales 50 to 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, to make sure I have a Thermopen, their lollipop version, and we shall see, since this is an ale, it should be 50, 55 degrees. This is 49 degrees Fahrenheit, so it is right at the temperature. All right, it looks like a sour. Well, I don't know what a sour looks like, but it's got a good color to it. It's relatively clear through, got a great head. First swig. You'll notice I took 2 swigs. The first one is an acclimation swig because the taste buds, they're just hanging out, and all of a sudden they get washed in a nice cool liquid with all kinds of flavors that they don't recognize quite quickly. Where is it in? Oh, please, sir, can I have another? So I give them the second one so they can work their minds around it and tell me what they think. And I'll tell you what they think. They think this is a sour beer, all right. Not a real pucker power sour, but a sour. When they're picking up the raspberry towards the end, and then the raspberry kind of slides away and the sour comes back in. Nosedive. Oh yeah, yeah, we're getting the berry all right. That's the truth. If I had checked out the aromas first, I would have been looking much more for more berry in there than there is. There's a little bit more sour. So one more nosedive. And a sip. Wow, it's a very, the sour is there. If you like sour beers, you'll be happy with this. If you don't like sour beers, this is it's a nice one to learn on. Because it's not incredibly aggressive, but when it slides into that raspberry. And the finish is long lasting, but it certainly is on the sour end of it. That's the truth. Well, does Party Jam Blueberry Kettle-Soured Wild Ale with Blueberries from Hermit Thrush in Brattleboro, Vermont meet expectations? It certainly does. If you enjoy these types of programs, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be great, and a comment would be really appreciated. I'm the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.